Now, the heads of trade for the most developed economies voiced concern that certain countries were taking advantage of the commercial weaknesses of others to further their own policy goals. Now, they did not specify any names here, of course. After their two-day meeting in Osaka, Japan, the trade ministers of the group of 7 nations released a joint statement on Sunday in which they vowed to expand their network with developing nations to ensure resilient supply chains for key items such as critical minerals, semiconductors and batteries. The group in its joint statement said, and I'm quoting here, "We deplore actions to weaponize economic dependencies and commit to build on free, fair and mutually beneficial economic and trade relationships and accelerate such collaboration with the wider international community." Economic coercion and threats were also included in the declaration, as they were seen on the rise and interfering with the legitimate operations of governments. China is certainly meant to be one target of this language, although the statement did not indicate which nations were utilizing these techniques. Governments are increasingly turning to trade barriers, sanctions and subsidies to further their security and diplomatic goals in the wake of wars in West Asia and Ukraine and geopolitical tensions in the Asia Pacific. Attempts by the G7 to engage with countries outside their group are indicative of the pressures under which emerging countries find themselves, whether they choose to identify with democratic powers or the camp led by China and Russia.